I keep telling them I'ma bring it back to the future.
Popping poets from the
6 free Stockholm City.
Follow me,
Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me.
Get ready to kick things off with the UWA Originals. The following contest is a tag team match, and it is for the UWA Tag Team Championships. On their way to the ring, from Portland, Oregon, he is the ace of spades, Luke Fowler. From Dallas, Texas, Ross Riveter Mitchell. They are the UWA Originals. Of course, mandated by Filmo, the Outlaw Star and the UWA Originals are going to start off the cell games here tonight. Now introducing their opponents, representing the Nation of Violence, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He is the only Grand Slam champion in UWA history, the urban legend, Gene Starwin. From Boston, Massachusetts, he is Jim Hawking. Together they are the Outlaw Star. Of course, because they're one of the folks and pay respect and making some more badass for all the entrances here tonight. I decided not to speak commentary during the Titantron video entrance. But anyways, with Outlaw Star, Gene Stone and Jim Hawking, and the UWA Originals, Ross Mitchell and Luke Fowler, these two teams have been at it at least since Square of Despair. And that was the point of falling out of sex and violence when Ross Mitchell of the UWA Originals and Gene Stone of Outlaw Star, their tag team sex and violence, but fell apart. And ever since then, these two teams have been at it. I mean, they fought in the back, in the ring. I mean, ever since Jim Hawking came into the fray on episode 25 of Assault, this has got so much more personal between these two teams. And of course, we were back at, when we had our computer trouble after Square of Despair, we couldn't bring through some of the assaults that took place, and we saw some backstage brawls between Ross Mitchell and Gene Starwin. I mean, pretty much Gene Starwin gave up on his taking part of Ross Mitchell, and Gene Starwin decided to join the Nation of Violence. Of course, Ross took exception to that. He decided to team up with his old best friend from high school, the Ace of Spades, Luke Fowler, and form the UWA Originals, and they vowed to take out the Outlaw Star and do this animosity these two teams have had. Filmo enforced these two teams to be the first two teams to compete in the cell games. Of course, remember what Filmo said on episode 26 of Assault, that if Luke Fowler and Ross are not victorious here tonight, then Luke Fowler will go back to being a jobber. But guess what, Filmo? That doesn't matter anymore, because you have the owner of the UWA, baby. It's the Enforcer. The Enforcer is the sole owner of the UWA, which means everything you said prior to this point is absolute bullshit.
Ross tagged in from Luke Fowler, who decided to actually change up his attire, take some out of the closet we haven't seen in quite some time. The classic Fast, Faster, Fastest shirt, with of course the Sonic running through Green Hill Zone on the back Sprite. A questionable attire from Luke Fowler here, the UWA Originals. Oh, look at that!
Wait a minute, with Ross here. Oh, that teabag on him, Jim Hawking. Totally insulting, this demasculating. Look at those gyrations, that hip gyrations. Totally adding insult to injury on Jim Hawking. And well, folks, I'm sure y'all want to have the rules of the cell games to work here tonight. This is like a typical tag team gauntlet match for 10 teams. The first two teams will start out, and when a team is eliminated, the next team will come in. And then this process will go on until all 9 other teams have been eliminated, and the sole surviving team at the very end will become the tag team champions.
Of course, we all remember, folks, that Battle Royal took place in episode 27 Assault, which Bully won. He won the privilege of the Monster of Destruction, the current tag team champions. Oh, wait a minute! Luke Fell's going for the Ace of Spades, and I guess miscalculated and hit his own partner with it. And now Outlaw Star taking total advantage of that botch, that mistake right there by Luke Fowler. Man, Luke Fowler is so keen in the ring. He hardly makes mistakes like that. Oh, wait! My God! Outlaw Star, the Gene Stone, that Hurricane Run, that Springboard Hurricane Run to Ross Mitchell. And pulling no punches here. Not even pulling back one bit for these four individuals here. And look, there's Jim Hawking tagging in a Gene Starwind. That's where the last team is here tonight. It's going to be the Tag Team Champions. Remember, since Boy won that Battle Royal in the episode 27 Assault, he and Cell, the current Tag Team Champions, will come out last here tonight, which will give them a huge-ass advantage against the other 9 potential tag teams. And look at that. That Lion Salt from Gene Starwind of Outlaw Star didn't affect Luke, though. He's going all over the place and picked the wrong time to do so. Gene Star's knocked him down. Not much going for UWA Originals here so far in this matchup, but still early on. Anything can happen. You don't want to give too much away, in this matchup. There's still 8 more teams left to go in this thing. And look at this nonchalant cover. Ross Mitchell forced to come in and help Luke out and break it up. Oh, look at this. Vintage is Gene Starwind. Oh my God, what an insult that is. What an insult. Look at this, trying to just make Luke Fowler tap. And nowhere to go there. Just keeping Luke Fowler at bay in enemy territory. Haven't really seen much of Luke Fowler or Ross do any of that sort of strategy here. He looked groggy there. I don't think he knew where he was. Look at this, Jim Hawking tagged in here. He's taking a double elbow. God. Gene Star tiny the crowd, he likes that. First time to get out of the ring, and in that meantime, Ross comes out of referee view and helps Luke Fowler out.
Referee having a hard time controlling this match here. These two teams total hatred towards one another. I mean, these two teams are not going to keep this match in the confines of the ring here. They're going to try to do whatever they have to do, not only to eliminate their opposition, but to survive the Cell games in order to become tag team champions. I mean, seriously, these first two teams have a huge-ass disadvantage for coming out first. I mean, like you said earlier in the scene, I mean, if even whatever team survives this first tag team situation here, they're going to have to find some way to go against the other 8 teams. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my! Huge-ass double teamwork by Luke Fowler as Ross. That cool shot followed by a drop into the back of the head. But Ross picking up that pin attempt. That could have done him Jim Hawking there. Of course, Gene Star and Jim Hawking, one of the original tag teams in the early days of the UWA, back in the NLWF day, back in the early 2000s. With Gene Star and Jim Hawking, former tag team champions. They defeated the likes of the McDougal brothers, the Mario brothers. They even defeated teams of Luke Fowler back in the day. I don't think they ever fought the team of Ross River Mitchell and Luke Fowler back in the day. But look at this! Oh, that last shot is busted. Ross River Mitchell wide open. I mean, Jim Hawking is like an 11-year-old kid. Who knows? Who ever thought that Jim Hawking could have such a vicious side to him? We always thought that he was always a sidekick. Oh, look at that! Oh! And Shooting Star pressing, followed all that by leg jump on the Ross Mitchell on the outside. The Outlaw Star working in tandem here against Ross Mitchell on the outside, right in front of us. It shows why these two men were one of the great tag teams in the early days of the UWA. Obviously, Gene Star and Jim Hawking not going to be a slouch here in the Cell games. Oh, look at that! Oh my God, 4 splash, but Ross might have gotten out of the way. Try to get out of the way the last second.
Look at Ross. Oh, look at this! Jim Hawking delivers it. Taking a play back out of Gene Star. Now, where's Jim Hawking going? Oh, just delivers that elbow directly to the heart. He's not going for a pin. But what's he doing? Oh my God! He did it! He did the Outlaw Star press! Jim Hawking, we haven't seen him do that in years! The referee going for a pin, and that's 3! He's done it! Just Oh, man, takes out Luke Fowler right there. Look at Outlaw Star, the first team to advance and move on. Wait a minute, what team is this? Oh, wait a minute!
Coming down the aisle from Detroit, Michigan, Ron and Harry. They are the McDougal brothers.
Wait, Ron and Harry McDougal brothers, the classic UWA Tag Team, former four-time Tag Team champions. My God, who would thunk that the McDougal brothers would make it back to UWA to be here in the Cell Games? And my goodness, how fitting is it that they're going to face Outlaw Star? Man, my God, these two teams here are former huge-ass rivals. Who could bring their rivalry back in 2002 in the UWA? These two guys fought for the better part of a year back then. Talk about unsettled rivalry between these two tag teams.